Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling like you've given away too much? As if a small detail you shared might later come back to haunt you? It happens more often than we realize. The truth is, as we grow older, our words carry more weight. Every piece of information we share can shape how others see us, how they treat us, and even how we see ourselves. Some things, once spoken, can never be taken back. That's why today, we're diving into 9 things that, if kept private, can protect your peace, preserve your dignity, and give you more control over your life. By the end of this video, you'll understand. Heavy checkmark: why sharing your financial situation can lead to unexpected consequences. Heavy checkmark: how revealing too much about your health can change how people treat you. Heavy checkmark: why some family matters should never be discussed outside your home. And much more. Stay with me until the end, because a final insight may change how you approach conversations forever. Before we begin, let me ask you, do you believe that some things are best left unsaid? If you agree, comment 1 below. If you think openness is always better, comment 0. Let's begin. In a small, peaceful village, there lived an elderly man known for his wisdom. People often sought his advice, not because he spoke often, but because when he did, his words carried power. One day, a young man, frustrated with the world, came to him with a question. "Master," he said, "I try to be honest with everyone, but I always end up feeling exposed. Some people judge me. Others use my words against me. What should I do?" The old man smiled and gestured for the young man to sit beside him under the shade of a grand tree. "When I was younger," he said, "I believed that sharing everything made life easier. I thought honesty meant telling the whole truth, no matter who was listening. But over time, I learned something different." He picked up a handful of water from a nearby stream and let it slip through his fingers. Not every hand that reaches out is gentle. Not every ear that listens is kind. The young man watched, waiting for the lesson. "I discovered," the elder continued, "that true wisdom is not just in what we say, but in what we choose to keep private. Some things are meant to be shared, but others are best protected in silence." He leaned in closer. "Let me tell you what I have learned. 9 things that should never be spoken too freely, not because they're secrets, but because they hold power." And so the lesson began. 1. Your financial situation. Few things change relationships like money. When people know too much about your financial situation, whether you have more or less than them, it alters their perception of you. Small blue diamond: if they believe you are wealthy, expectations begin to form. Some may start asking for favors. Others may treat you differently, assuming you have more to give. Small blue diamond: if they think you have little, they may start seeing you as dependent. Even if you are managing perfectly fine, some will treat you as though you need their advice, or worse, their pity. There's an old saying, wealth whispers, but trouble shouts. The most financially stable people aren't the ones who discuss their income, their savings, or their spending habits. They are the ones who keep their financial matters private, not out of secrecy, but out of wisdom. Thought balloon: have you ever noticed a change in how people treat you when they know about your financial situation? Let me know in the comments. 2. Your future plans. Not every dream needs an audience. When you share your goals and future plans too early, you invite doubt, criticism, and even silent resentment. Small blue diamond: some people will try to discourage you, not because they want to harm you, but because they see the world through their own limitations. Small blue diamond: others might pretend to support you, but deep down, they don't want you to succeed more than they have. The old man in our story understood this well. Small blue diamond: dreams are like young plants. If exposed too soon to harsh winds, they may wither before they bloom. Not everyone needs to know your next step. Work in silence. Let success make the noise. Light bulb: think about the last time you shared a goal. Did it help or hurt your progress? 3. Family conflicts and personal issues. Every family has its struggles, misunderstandings, arguments, moments of tension. But sharing those conflicts outside your home can create more damage than you realize. Small blue diamond, a disagreement with a sibling, one spoken aloud to the wrong person, can become a permanent story in someone else's mind. Even if you move on, they may never forget what you told them. Small blue diamond, some people listen, not to help, but to judge. And once you invite outsiders into family issues, you lose control over how they see your loved ones. Thought balloon, have you ever confided in someone about a family issue, only to regret it later? Small blue diamond, the old man in our story, once said, "A family's struggles are like an ember. Shielded, it can warm a home. Exposed, it can burn the foundation down. Choose wisely whom you trust with your family matters." These are only the first 3 insights, yet they hold the power to reshape how we navigate conversations and relationships. The wise elder's lesson is clear. Not everything deserves an audience. Thought balloon, before we continue, ask yourself, have you ever regretted sharing too much? If this wisdom resonates with you, stay with me, because the most powerful lesson is yet to come. 9 things you should never tell anyone if you are between 55 and 75 years old. Continued, we've already uncovered 3 powerful insights about the things best kept private. If you've stayed with me this far, you already understand that silence isn't about secrecy. It's about strength. Now, let's dive even deeper. These next few lessons might challenge the way you think, but by the end, you'll see why they hold a key to a more peaceful, dignified life. And trust me, the 5th insight is one that most people overlook. Yet it has the power to completely shift how the world sees you. Thought balloon, before we begin, tell me, which of the first 3 lessons resonated with you the most? Comment 1 if it was about finances, 2 if it was about future plans, and 3 if it was about family matters. Let's continue. 4, your health issues. It's natural to talk about health. After all, as we age, it becomes a bigger part of life. Doctor visits, medications, aches and pains, they become routine. But talking too much about your health can change how people see you, even when you don't realize it. Small blue diamond, some will start treating you as fragile, even if you feel strong. Small blue diamond, others will begin offering endless, unsolicited advice. Small blue diamond, and a few, whether they mean to or not, will start to define you by your health, rather than by who you are. Imagine this. You mention a health issue to a friend, and suddenly, every time you see them, they ask, "How are you feeling?" Their tone changes. They speak softer. Their expressions are filled with concern. It may come from kindness, but over time, it reinforces the idea that you are unwell, even on your good days. Small blue diamond, the way people treat you influences the way you feel. Small blue diamond, the more you talk about illness, the more it becomes your identity. Now, this doesn't mean you should hide serious health issues from doctors, caregivers, or trusted loved ones. But it does mean choosing carefully who you share with and how much detail you give. A wise elder once said, "A body may age, but the spirit does not have to." Let people see your spirit, your wisdom, and your strength, not just your ailments. Thought balloon, have you ever felt like people treat you differently after learning about your health? Let me know in the comments. 5, your age. This might surprise you, but talking about your age too often can subtly change how others interact with you. Small blue diamond, when you frequently mention your age, people may start making assumptions about your abilities, your energy, or even your relevance in conversations. Small blue diamond, you might begin hearing phrases like, "At your age, you should take it easy," or, "Oh, I didn't expect you to keep up with that." And the worst part? Over time, these words can start shaping how you see yourself. There's a well-known psychological principle. The way others perceive you affects the way you perceive yourself. If people treat you as old rather than experienced and wise, you may begin to unconsciously limit yourself, even when you're still capable of so much. Small blue diamond, a woman in her 60s, once shared this wisdom. "I never tell people my age. I let them decide what I am based on how I live, not on a number. Aging is inevitable, But how people treat you and how you see yourself is influenced by what you choose to reveal. Thought Balloon, have you ever noticed people acting differently after learning your age? Let me know below. 6. Your deepest beliefs and opinions. We all have beliefs that have shaped our lives, whether they're about faith, politics, or personal values. But here's something most people learn too late. Small blue diamond, sharing your deepest beliefs with the wrong people can create unnecessary division and conflict. In a world where opinions spread faster than facts, what you say can be taken out of context, misinterpreted, or even used against you. Small blue diamond, a small debate, can turn into a full argument. Small blue diamond, a casual opinion, can lead to silent judgments. Small blue diamond, a deeply held belief, can make some people distance themselves, simply because they see the world differently. Now, this doesn't mean you should hide who you are. It simply means being selective about where and when you share. A wise elder once said, "Speak when your words can build bridges, not walls." Thought Balloon, have you ever regretted sharing an opinion with someone, only to realize it changed how they saw you? Let me know. We've now uncovered 6 powerful insights about the things best kept private. And if you've been paying attention, you've probably realized something. Privacy is not about hiding. It's about protecting what matters. In the next part, we will explore heavy checkmark, why discussing your charitable acts can sometimes do more harm than good. Heavy checkmark, how letting go of past insults can free you from unnecessary burdens. Heavy checkmark, the real reason your personal relationships should remain just that, personal. And most importantly, the final insight, one that will completely shift the way you see conversations forever. Thought Balloon, which of today's lessons resonated with you the most? Comment below with the number that spoke to you. And if you're finding this wisdom valuable, stay with me. The most powerful lesson is yet to come. By now, we've uncovered 6 key lessons, insights that have the power to transform the way you navigate conversations. If you've been following along, you already know that discretion is not about secrecy. It's about protecting your peace. But what about the things we do for others? The way we handle insults? Or the details of our personal relationships? The next 3 insights will challenge the way you think. But once you understand them, you'll see why they hold a key to a more respected, peaceful life. And trust me, the 8th insight is something most people never realize until it's too late. Thought Balloon, before we begin, tell me, which of the first 6 lessons resonated with you the most? Comment 1 if it was about finances, 2 if it was about health, 3 if it was about beliefs and opinions. Let's continue. 7. Your acts of charity and kindness. Doing good for others is one of the most fulfilling things in life. But here's something that most people overlook. The greatest acts of kindness are the ones done in silence. Small blue diamond, the moment you start talking about your generosity, the focus shifts. Small blue diamond, instead of being about the act itself, it becomes about how others perceive you. Small blue diamond, some may see it as boasting. Others may start expecting more from you. There's an old saying, the purest giving is the one done without an audience. Think about it. Have you ever helped someone, only to later hear them say, they only did it to look good? It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Once kindness is spoken about too much, it loses some of its purity. The most generous people aren't the ones who talk about how much they give. They're the ones who give without needing recognition. Thought Balloon, have you ever done something good without telling anyone? How did it make you feel? Let me know below. 8. Past insults and grudges. This is one of the hardest lessons to learn. As we go through life, we carry memories of every insult, every betrayal, every unkind word spoken about us. It's only natural. But here's the truth. The more we speak about these wounds, the more power we give them. Small blue diamond, talking about an old insult keeps it alive. Small blue diamond, sharing past grudges with others makes them linger longer in your mind. Small blue diamond, and over time, resentment begins to weigh heavier than the event itself. A wise elder once said, holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. When you bring up old wounds, You're not punishing the one who hurt you. You're punishing yourself, reliving the pain over and over. Small blue diamond, what if, instead of talking about past insults, you focus on your own peace? Small blue diamond, what if, instead of feeding anger, you chose to free yourself? Thought balloon, have you ever let go of a grudge and felt lighter because of it? Share your thoughts below. 9. The details of your personal relationships. This might be the most important insight of all. Small blue diamond, your friendships. Small blue diamond, your marriage or romantic relationships. Small blue diamond, the deep conversations and moments you share with the people closest to you. All of these are sacred. But too often, people fall into the trap of sharing too much about their relationships with outsiders. Small blue diamond, a small issue with a friend gets shared in frustration, and suddenly other people start forming opinions about them. Small blue diamond, a disagreement with a spouse gets discussed with family, and before you know it, others begin to interfere. Small blue diamond, even sharing too many details about the love and joy in your life can sometimes attract unwanted energy, jealousy, comparison, even silent resentment. There's a reason why the strongest relationships are the ones built with privacy and respect. A wise elder once said, "Happiness grows in silence. The moment too many hands touch it, it begins to fade." Not everything needs to be explained. Not everything needs an audience. Sometimes, the most peaceful relationships are the ones protected from too many opinions. Thought balloon, have you ever regretted sharing too much about your personal life? Let me know below. Now, we've uncovered all 9 insights. 9 things that, if kept private, can protect your peace, preserve your dignity, and allow you to live with more control over your life. But here's the most powerful realization of all. Small blue diamond privacy is not about fear. It's about freedom. Small blue diamond discretion is not about hiding. It's about holding on to what truly matters. Every conversation is a choice. Every detail you share with the world is a decision. And sometimes the greatest strength is found in what you choose to keep to yourself. Thought balloon, which of these 9 lessons resonated with you the most? Comment the number below. And if this message has added value to your life, consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear it today. Thank you for being here. Let's continue this journey of wisdom, strength, and peace together.